and it is playing a very important role in transforming legal education. So why there is so much fuss about the use of AI? Why people are so much afraid of adopting AI? What is your say in this regard?
Sir, since this is very new uh, in our nation, people are not very, knowledgeable about how to use this technology. So they take this in another
But don't you
direction.
think that the use of AI is promoting access to education
Yes, it is.
rather than saying that we should be like discussing like people don't have access to these kind of new technologies? But
People
the
have
reality
access.
is that these kind of technologies, these kind of techniques which are coming up, they are promoting access
Yes, they are promoting
to the
access.
data, to the education.
Yes, sir, they are promoting access to that.
Sir, anything?
Narendra, don't you think that there are a flood of information at public media, public platform, and also far as legal profession is
Right.
concerned? How you can determine that this is the original source, this is the original information which I should incorporate? So this is one of the challenges for the AI. How to control this means artificial intelligence in this regard? तो प्लेगरिज्म का भी चक्कर है देख रहे हो
Yes,
बहुत
it
ज़्यादा
is.
तो what is your take on in this particular point?
I have this in study, sir. I have this in study.
Actually, beta, you have just painted a rosy picture.
Right,
All
right.
right. So you have appreciated AI. Very nice approach. But still, there are certain issues which sir pointed out.
Yes, it is, sir. When
बड़ा common सा है
if
ये
I
सबके
go
सामने.
through- If I go through middle part of my research,
ठीक है.
this,
Okay.
all things are.
Wonderful, wonderful presentation.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Sir.
okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, next we have Vidisha Singla, co-author Shivam Sharma, and they are LLB, BLLB student.
Technologies reshaping legal education. Before proceeding with the discussion, we need to discuss that what is the need behind this discourse. Why are we discussing that emerging technologies need a participation in the advancement of legal education. So, in the 21st century, technological advancement is spreading across every sector. And since law is pervasive, legal field cannot remain untouched. And COVID-19 reflected the need for digital education. It also showed the stage that we were at, the problems that we faced. So this is the need behind this discourse. Also, in the era of technological advancements, we have so many laws which demand the understanding of technology of the legal practitioners in the field. The legal provisions have evolved, the problems have evolved. So this is the need behind this discourse, that why we need to be equipped with the technologies to, and through legal education. Please shift the... So what is the vision behind this discourse? Young population play a very critical role in the development of any nation. And according to Economic Survey 2018-19, India's demographic dividend will peak around 2041 when the share of working age, that is 20 to 59 years population, is expected to hit 59%. And education is the best medium to bring out the, the best potential any young individual holds. As I mentioned before, law is pervasive. Law cannot be eliminated because society stands on law. So law is very important to regulate us. And law students again have a fair share in the development of the nation. Thus, the quality of legal education requires an upgradation to meet the present day needs. And this will be fulfilled with the help of emerging technologies again. Next slide, please. So now, before proceeding with the emerging technologies, the issues and the proposed solutions, I would like to discuss about the various stakeholders of legal education. As I mentioned about the young population, the students, the next stakeholders are the teachers who need to be well equipped with the technology to proceed with the legal education, and then the legal practitioners who are the first line fighters of justice, which is the idea behind. Then the judiciary, then executive, the legislatures, the lawmakers, and society for whom the whole exercise is being done. And now next, please. The emerging technologies, the future that we are going to discuss here are artificial intelligence, edge computing, blockchain. From now, my friend will carry forward.
I would be discussing the impact of the three main technologies. on the legal education. Firstly, in very brief sentences, I'll explain what is this. Artificial intelligence is something which is the medium through which a machine is made to think like a man. That's it. And that's the simplest definition that we can find. And with the help of it, various models have been established, be it large language models or be it the supervised or unsupervised learning. Now, I will be straight away pointing the problems that are their existence and their solutions with the help of AI. Now, affordability to quality education by proper training. Proper training means we will take a sample set of good research materials, good study materials. We will train the model in accordance with it. It will help the affordability because everyone cannot afford such expensive books and research articles. So that problem will be solved. Apart from it, better evaluation through large sample spaces and providing general model answers along with the student specific suggestions. For example, if a teacher is evaluating someone, now most of the cases model answers are not provided in the semester examinations. So that problem can be solved if our AI model is trained with a bunch of problems and their solutions. Apart from it, a certain student may have written something new that will also be incorporated in that model, and updated version of that AI model will represent that solution for the next students. And cheating can also be tracked with it, cross-checking the copy. It is also there in plagiarism check, but the main software Turnitin that we are using, it's expensive and we are not able to use it on a daily basis. So that's the solution for that problem. Now the student-teacher report card means teacher is also a student in its daily life. He also learns from the students on the daily basis. So for that purpose, a report card that will be personalized on the previous records in the performance of various programs. And that will help the students choose their career path, whether they want to go in litigation, they want to go in judiciary or executive. And for the teachers, it will help them to hone their skills which they are not that up to the mark in relation to their expertise. So strong subjects and areas to improve can be found it out. Now the last solution that I'm going to provide is the better curriculum, assignments, and laying more emphasis on the subjects which are complex for a student to study. Suppose, for example, CPC is considered one of the tough subjects for normal students. So we will make a bunch of assignments because marks of students in CPC is lacking. So it will not be the burden of teacher to make assignment for them. AI will just track down that particular subject and make the assignments. Now the next technology that I'm going to talk about is edge computing. So I'll explain it with the help of a small illustration. Suppose I give you a maths problem and I give you two ways to solve it. First is to sit in this room, solve it quietly, then report to the main gate of this faculty. That is one way. Second way I give you, you have to take a pen and paper, you have to walk from here till the main gate and you have to solve it simultaneously. So no person present in this place or everywhere, anywhere in the world will say that the second way of solution is better because it lacks concentration. Same is the concept of edge computing. In edge computing, we compute the data at the end itself and not on the way. So the problems that are going to be addressed with this method is that it will enhance the speedy research because most of the things that are traveling on the online platform, it requires time of data consummation is there, which leads to latency, and it hinders the speedy research. So speedy research will be there, promoting better and timely justice in context of judiciary, because in previous slides we have seen various stakeholders are there. So because thousands of pages of judgments are there to read to come around a proper conclusion, and in the era of e-courts and digital medium are being used. So for that purpose, we can store in one place, we can take out all the things, give to the magistrate, they will sort it out, and after that a single judgment can be transmitted to the desired party. Third one is most important, as edge computing is a closed network, because as an example I stated, this room will be your home and from here you will transmit your answer. So cyber attacks will be very less because
2 minutes more.
Penetration of that particular network is not good. Now the last one is blockchain. Blockchain is basically a robust system where without the permission of every person that is involved in that network, nothing can be done. And the simplest issue that we face is issue of paper leakage. For example, if 10 faculty members are there and paper has to be released at 9 AM sharp, then every faculty member has to give his consent or her consent at 9 AM sharp. Otherwise paper will not be released. Plus minus 5 minutes can be there, but it cannot be released at 8 AM. or 8 PM in the last night. So that's the main issue. Now the main idea that we are proposing, what is the novelty in our idea, is that how India can become a global leader in legal education. We are presenting an AI student model and we have named it as Arjun. Teachers training will be there, student learning will be there, and institutional advancement will also be there. We will train.
This is a model which we have proposed.
Yes, sir, we are proposing it. And with the help of it, evaluation can be done in the same way as I have discussed earlier. Student specific, we can give feedback, and we can take the feedback from the students for the teachers also, sir. So that's the reason. And 3 A's, accessibility, affordability, and accountability. These all 3 can be enhanced by this, our model. And one most crucial thing that I want to mention here is that we veteran professors that we have in our faculty or any faculty, they are imparting the invaluable experiences. But once they are retired, then the education that they have passed upon to the next generation cannot be reached to further generations. So that place we will tap that thing at that place only. We will make AI model available to those teachers, and in their leisure time they can teach it on by talking only. It will understand, and that will be a helping hand for upcoming professors to learn from them, and accessibility to remote areas of the world to gain the legal education. Please, last slide. Now, in conclusion part, I will say every technology has a limitation, and AI, blockchain, and cloud computing also have certain limitation. Machines can never replace human being because we cannot give emotions or feelings along with the values to a machine. So, assimilation of AI with OI term means original intelligence, will provide a balanced path for technology ready legal regime, and traditional roots must be kept intact, that we are keeping intact by taking the views of our means traditional legal system, old professors, we are keeping those values intact. And with that, definitely the current classroom teaching and student-teacher interaction cannot be ignored. It's a very crucial part for overall development of a student. Thus, need of the hour is to keep traditional legal education along with the modern legal teaching practices with the help of technology. Thank you, sir.
Shivam, I have a query regarding blockchain. How blockchain will help in transforming legal education? Could you throw some light on this?
Sir,
We have understood other technologies, but how blockchain you would be using?
Sir, I'll take 10 to 15 seconds to explain first what the concept of blockchain is. For blockchain, if I want to take this mic to my home, then at the same time, you, the sir sitting behind you, and every member sitting in this room has to say yes. If a single person says no, then I cannot take this.
So the thing has to be simultaneous.
It has to be simultaneously driven by all the networks.
So meaning by it is a kind of
Yes, sir,
decentralized model.
decentralized ledger pattern is there. So it is one of the safest thing to do banking transactions, to have a very secure networks that we are.
But again, beta, going to this, the concern of sir, that if it is not used in the right manner, then what will happen? The hue and cry is about this thing, about
Sir,
this issue.
That's what I mentioned in the last slide, that every technology is having its limitations. So those limitations has to be addressed with proper governance framework in a country. We have to make, for example, in IT law itself, we have a guidelines for issuing the digital certificate. So for that purpose, for making a blockchain network in a specific framework, guidelines can be issued. And it is in the pipeline, sir, as we have seen DPDPA, Digital Personal Data Protection Bill coming ahead, but rules are still not there in the domain, sir. So that is on the part of government to do, sir.
Okay, beta. Sir, anything?
Shivam and Vidisha, I congratulate you all for such a wonderful presentation. And means effectively you have given the concept of OI. So original intelligence and artificial intelligence. This is very new things through which you have come up here. But my question to you all that there are many scientific tools and techniques which has been denied by the Supreme Court in its many decisions. If you take the example of narco-analysis, brain mapping and polygraphy test, if you take the example of DNA profiling test vis-a-vis section 112 of the Indian Evidence Act for determining the legitimacy of children, many judgments are there wherein these scientific tools and techniques has been denied by the Supreme Court. So you are saying that technological advancement are going to reshape the legal education, but on the other hand, supreme institution of the legal field, Supreme Court of India and High Courts, they are denying to introduce all these tools and techniques in legal arena. How you can balance these two particular points?
Yeah.
Sir, as far as when we talk about DNA testing and all, there is a concern of privacy and other aspects also. But when we talk about legal education, we are looking at it from the perspective of a nation. and then coming to the institution, then coming to the individual. So we are talking about a larger goal, a national goal. So we are not focusing on an individual. The things just sir has mentioned, those are individual centric. But what we are focusing is on the development of the nation through legal education. Because as we emphasized, it was like law is pervasive and we have to evolve. There will be pros and there will be cons. It is not an absolute solution, but maximization towards improvement.
Optimizing the resources
Yes,
is
sir.
the need of the hour.
Okay.
sir.
Good,
Sir,
good,
one
good.
point
Thank you,
just I would-
thank you, thank you, thank you all.